our hearts. Made the start, and it was hard. We lived and learned life through curves. There was joy, there was hurt. Remember when? Remember when old ones died and new were born, and life was changed, disassembled, rearranged. We came together, fell apart, and broke each other's hearts. Remember when?
How did you meet?
We had a blind date.
A blind date? What did you do on your blind date?
We went out to dinner, I believe.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I
remember.
think we went out to dinner. Or, yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. What
probably.
else would you do? What would we have done?
Maybe gone to movies or something.
Yeah, I don't think we went to a movie. We might have gone to like sort of a nightclub type thing and had some drinks or something.
Maybe, I
Yeah,
don't
because I
remember.
was 21. I
Oh,
was old enough.
Okay.
I was too young.
And what is your favorite thing about one another?
His sense of humor. Good sense of humor.
I just love everything about her.
And how long did you guys date before getting married?
Let's see. About a year and a half, I think. Or let's see.
I don't know.
Yeah, let me think. I was 22 when I got married. Maybe it was 2 years. Yeah. Yeah.
How did you know you were ready to get married?
Oh, I don't know.
It was time.
This time?
He was, after all, he was 27 when he got married.
I was tired of my own
Yeah.
cooking.
Which didn't do in those days.
Did you get married in a church?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And why did you choose to get married in a church?
Because we're both Catholic,
Yeah.
and
it was
that's the way you do it.
tradition, yeah.
Yeah, tradition.
And did you do any like counseling or marriage prep before
Yes,
getting
they
married?
yeah.
they had
Cana counseling.
Cana conferences
Ca-
in those days for couples that were going to get married.
And what did you do in the Cana?
Listen to a priest tell us the things that you should do. And more so.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah. We didn't really. I don't think they. You participated that much.
You listen to a lot of talk.
A lot of talk. Yeah.
Okay. Where did you go or what did you do on your honeymoon?
We went to Florida.
Florida? Okay. What did you do in Florida? Or how did you get
Well, we actually, I think, did we go all the way down to Miami at that? We
First
went
we went
through
to
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans,
Yeah,
yeah.
through New Orleans. It's an auto.
We stayed there a day.
Not
or two.
flying,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we went to Florida, down to Miami.
And how long have you been married?
60 years.
60 years.
61 this June.
And what would you say is the key or secret to marriage?
Just don't hold a grudge. If you have an argument, just more or less let it go by before the next day comes around.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We don't stay mad at each other. We get really mad sometimes, but we don't stay mad.
If you could pick a favorite memory, what would you say it would be?
I remember Mom, on our first date, she opened the door to her house, and I thought, this is the one.
Oh. Sweet. Do you have a particular one?
I don't know. I just thought he was a nice looking fellow, and I liked him. I liked him right away.
And what has been the hardest thing you've had to go through during your marriage?
This later part, that now that we're getting old,
Yeah.
life is
Ill
hard.
health. Bad health now, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for Jim, really, with so many things he can't do that he gets frustrated. It's really hard. Yeah.
And how do you feel about divorce?
Well, we never considered it.
Never.
Yeah, and we never thought.
Never.
about
I
it.
never considered that. No.
Okay. And is God part of your marriage?
Certainly, yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
go to church together. Of course, now he can't go to church. It's just, but that he may be able to after a while.
Yeah, after I'm able to get around a little better, I'll go back to church.
Forever could never be long enough for me to
feel like I've had long enough with you. Forget the world now, we won't let them see. But there's one thing left to do. Now that the weight has lifted, love has surely shifted my way. Marry me today and every day. Marry me if I ever get the nerve to say.
How did you meet?
In the elevator.
In the elevator?
We worked in the same building and different offices, and so we met in the elevator. That's right.
Okay, and how did it start after that? Like, what was your first date like?
Dad asked me out to go to lunch.
To go to lunch, and do you guys remember anything about lunch or what you did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We went to lunch.
I remember that Mom was only ordered a drink at lunch, and I said, "Are you old enough to drink that?" And she said, "No."
And what is your favorite thing about one another?
Mom is a really hard worker who always wants to take care of everybody. That's my favorite thing about her.
What is your favorite thing about him?
Oh gosh. Pause.
You're hurting us.
That he doesn't judge anybody.
Oh, that's a good one. How long did you date before getting married?
A year and a half.
And how did you know that you were ready to get married?
You just know.
Yeah, you just know. I remember after I asked her, which was within a few months, my mom said, "What took you so long?" So she could tell, apparently.
And did you get married in a church?
Yes.
Yes.
Why did you choose to get married in a church?
Because our faith is important.
Yeah.
Did you do any counseling or marriage prep before getting married?
Not really.
No, we didn't.
No. Can you tell me a little bit about the process you did before getting married in a church?
Oh yeah, I went through RCIA.
Before getting.
Yeah.
And how long have you been married?
30 years.
It'll be 30 years in September.
And what would you say is the key to marriage or the secret to a long marriage? Happy marriage.
Just letting things go sometimes.
I think that's a big part of it.
Letting some of the things go.
And if you could pick a favorite memory, what would it be?
Gosh, I don't know.
I would say it'd be vacations with the two daughters.
Yeah, vacations. Family time.
Yeah. And what's the hardest thing you've had to go through together during your marriage?
I knew you were going to ask that.
I already know the answer, I think.
Yeah, Liz and James, I think, was the hardest thing.
Yeah, definitely. We lost our first child, premature birth. That was hard.
How do you feel about divorce?
I think people don't try hard enough to make it work, but on the other hand, until you live in their life, it's too hard to judge.
I wouldn't judge other people, but I think that it's important if you're in a marriage to only think of that as a very last resort.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash guys?